Hi, I'm Russell Stratton from Blue Gem Learning. Welcome to the first of our Leadership Top Tips videos as part of the Be a Leader, Not a Boss program. The first video you're going to watch is focused on the subject of onboarding new leaders. First question for you. Have you got a new manager working for you now or due to join you in your organisation in the near future? If so, how would you like to avoid the top 5 mistakes when onboarding new leaders? You'd like that? Great, let's get started. So I hear you ask, what are the 5 pitfalls? Number 1, the new leader fails to establish a cultural fit within the organisation. There's a mismatch to the culture. The new leader's style is inconsistent with that of the company. This can manifest itself in their style of leadership, e.g., they're too autocratic or they're too laissez-faire. 2. They fail to build teamwork with staff and peers within the organisation. The new leader fails to build or maintain key relationships up, across or down within the organisation. This can be with key stakeholders within their new team, peers or supervisors. They are unclear about the performance expected of them. The new leader hears contradictory expectations about their expected performance in the new role. There can sometimes be a rush to get results, built upon unrealistic expectations of the new leader. Ultimately, this leads in their failure. Number 4. They lack political savvy. Ideally, the new leader should be looking for early wins to cement their position. However, failing to understand what their own manager needs from this can lead them to focus on less important areas of the business to the expense of the important things. Number 5. Their organisations do not have a strategic, formal process to assimilate new leaders into the organisation. Many organisations have an ad hoc process to assimilate new leaders that can lead to matters being rather hit and miss. The expectation is that a new leader will hit the ground running and will require little support from others. This is often unrealistic. So having seen those 5 problems, what's the answer? Over the next few slides, we're going to set out 5 steps to set your new leader off with a bang. First-time leader authors George Brandt and Gillian Lewis identify a 5-step process for successfully onboarding new leaders in an organisation. Firstly, the new leader needs to start with an analysis of the environment. Be really clear on where you're going to play and who you're going to compete with within the organisation. Secondly, align your team around shared values and what success will look like. Be really clear at this point that you know what you want to achieve and why. This helps you communicate this to the rest of your team. Number 3, your attitude should all be about the strategy and the organisational posture and culture that will drive it. Once the strategy is set, execution happens through your relationships and behaviours with others in your team and your peers. Number 4, relationships will determine how you're able to communicate your strategy internally and externally, and also be able to delegate appropriately within your team. This step also involves acquiring and developing talent as appropriate within your existing team members. Finally, behaviours are what put your strategy into action. It's the art of getting things done through other people by effective project management. Get these 5 steps correct and you're on the path to success. If you follow these 5 steps, the end result is an actionable plan that will help the new leader become a leader that produces results, not just a boss that delegates to others. So that's the end of our first video on onboarding new leaders.
Created using Powtoon.